You're listening to The John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Ferris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris. Good Friday, good free flag Friday to you.
Yeah.
We've already selected a winner.
Oh, yeah.
Very exciting.
It might be you. You'll find out in a bit.
Absolutely. It happens to be National Employee Appreciation Day.
There we go.
Nice.
And you should. Hey, boss man and boss lady, you should appreciate your employees every darn day of the week.
You should.
You should. Order in
there.
lunch today. That's it. Or take them out to lunch. Or just give them the rest of the day off.
Yeah, the rest of the week off.
Well, I just read another article. The unemployment rate in South Dakota is insane. Low. It's like 2.1%. I mean, everybody's got jobs.
Nice.
Everybody.
And everybody's still looking for
And everybody's
people.
trying to poach other people who
Yeah.
have jobs. So Employee Appreciation Day.
Appreciate them.
Yeah, a little something. Also, you should know this because it is Free Flag Friday. Flags are to be flown at half-staff today
They are.
at the state capitol. Anyways, we lost Mr. Billion, actually.
Yeah.
Jack Billion, former South Dakota state representative.
Oh,
I remember when
I
he
didn't
ran
know
for
that.
governor. Yeah.
Yeah, he ran against Mike Rounds,
Yep.
actually. Yep.
I just saw a sticker. Oh, man, it's maybe a month ago. I saw an I Back Jack bumper sticker. Remember those? That was one of his.
Yeah, apparently they didn't work. Jack was
It was pretty faded.
Jack was 83, by the way. So
Well.
flags half-staff for the day.
There you go.
In honor of birthdays today, let's see, what the heck's going on? Without this man, we never would have had those great crackers, and s'mores would have been a whole different deal. Alexander Graham Bell.
Nothing to do with the
nice
crackers.
of him to invent the graham crackers.
Sure was. And
I
this,
love those things.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Billy Graham came out with his own line.
Yes, he
Billy Graham
did.
Billy Graham, the cracker's so good, there's a taste of heaven in every bite. This young lady is married to Justin Timberlake. She ain't playing around. We got to know her in a TV series called Seventh Heaven. And she co-starred in the movie The A-Team a few years back, that reboot, which was kind of cool. Jessica Biel.
Oh, I remember her. Yeah.
She's really pretty.
She is 41 today.
Nice.
And Anthony Terrell Smith hits 57. I believe you guys may know this man.
Anthony Terrell Smith.
Well, I think you met him at one of those 80s things that you do, 80s in the sand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tone Loc.
Oh, yeah.
I like Tone.
See,
we
you did
had
meet Tone,
breakfast
didn't
with
you?
Tone
Yeah.
Loc.
See,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
You know, he was Emilio in Ace Ventura. Pet
Yeah, he
Detective.
was.
Yeah,
That deep voice when he's talking.
he's been around.
I love
yeah.
that.
Tone is 57 today, and oh my goodness, the music he's churned out over the years, including Wild Thing, Funky Cold Medina. I mentioned Wild Thing.
Yeah. He is not a one-hit wonder, Dan.
Okay.
Two-hit wonder.
Probably why I never really listened to the lyrics. I loved the beat. I loved the groove.
Yeah.
Kind of the same beat for both of them, by the way.
I think they were the same song.
It might have been.
1989, a little taste of Funky Cold Medina. But when she got undressed, it was a big old mess because Sheena was a man.
Mm-hmm.
So I threw him out. I don't fool around with no Oscar Mayer. You must be sure that the girl is pure for the funky cold Medina.
Poetry.
Yikes. Yeah, that's walking on eggshells.
That couldn't get made today.
No, you couldn't say that.
Go. A couple tastes of history, things that made us the fantastic people and country we are today. This is important, 1873. Try to get a vision of what this country looked like in 1873. U.S. Congress got together and acts what is called the Comstock Law, making it super illegal to send any, quote, obscene, lewd, or lascivious materials through the mail.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm guessing I don't know what this stuff was, but
Pornographic stuff, apparently.
lewd, lascivious, obscene. I would guess it was just dirtier and a lot hairier.
People drawing pictures of their privates and
Who knew?
mailing them
Yeah,
to
I mean,
potential
'cause you look at
suitors.
technology, it goes, how does this even work?
1873.
Yeah, photographs were new.
Wow.
Somebody sent a photograph that was unbecoming.
Just weird. 1931, Francis Scott Key's 1814 hit, Star Spangled Banner,
Oh, yeah.
by congressional resolution, becomes the official United States national anthem.
Beautiful.
And in 1933, Mount Rushmore officially dedicated.
Nice.
And out of the world of sports, this is just a weird little story. I was not aware of this. 1983, then Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Terry Bradshaw,
Okay.
multiple Super Bowl winner, great guy, whatever, everybody knows Terry. He was hospitalized for surgery to repair his throwing arm. The team and him wanted to keep it on the down low, so he was admitted into the hospital under the alias Tom Brady. Isn't that weird? Tom Brady would have been like 6 years old at the
That's
time.
hilarious.
Okay, I was gonna say
What?
that so they picked that name
Just at random.
randomly.
Just at random.
Wow.
Yep, signed him in under Tom Brady.
Oh,
I
that's
just think
funny.
That's kind of cool. Looking back on it, what became of that whole deal? So there you go. I know, you know, we all know when you bounce ahead.
We will do exactly that. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Friday. We've got a special event going on tonight at the South Dakota Military Heritage Alliance, and then another special event tomorrow night. So tomorrow night, we've got Corey and the Fireflies. I've got Corey joining us right now. How are you, sir?
I'm good, John. How are you?
I'm good. It's a busy weekend at the South Dakota Military Heritage Alliance. They've also got a pancake feed on Sunday, so it's a busy weekend there. But tomorrow night, you guys get to be there, and it's a really cool event. Tell me a little bit about Vet Aid in South Dakota and what you guys are doing.
Yeah, well, we're gonna play obviously, and looking forward to it. It's a really cool venue. You know, they've had a bunch of national acts in that place. We've played it one other time for a private event, but this one is public, open to everyone. And it's basically just celebrating all the veterans and first responders.
And again, the event is coming up tomorrow night. That portion of the event, there's an event tonight, and then tomorrow night again is a free concert. It's a really cool event, and you've got, in addition to your regular band, you got kind of some special things you're doing tomorrow night, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, we've been working with a gentleman from the South Dakota Symphony. He played with us at the Levitt, so he's covering our sax and keys. And our longtime bass player Jason Vitos is joining us again for this show. So that's fun, and really it's really all about just celebrating, having fun, playing the show, and honoring the veterans and the first responders. You know, we've got my dad was in the Air Force. Our guitar player's dad was a sergeant in the Army for 20 years. Our drummer's dad dropped out of high school to join the Air Force. You know, back in those days, it was pretty common to almost go in as kids, you know, and so we've got a lot of people in our family, uncles and cousins and a lot of family. And I mean, we know that, so it's personal for us, and we know that that just about everybody's got somebody in their family or close friend that has served, and they deserve a concert and a fun time, and like I said, everybody is welcome.
Absolutely. And again, that event is tomorrow night. 5 p.m. is when the doors open. Danica Michaels, 6:30 to 7:15. Then Corey and the Fireflies, 7:30 to 8:15. It's going to be a really, really good time. And like you said, beautiful facility. And if you've not had a chance to get there, South Dakota Military Heritage Alliance, it's on Russell. It's right across from the Denny Sanford Premier Center. And there's an event there tonight as well. Chris Tonto Peranto, Cubicle of Crisis. Their event is tonight. And then again, Corey and the Fireflies tomorrow night. And then a pancake breakfast on Sunday. It is a busy weekend at that facility this weekend.
Yeah, I think a lot of fun, and those pancakes sound pretty good too.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I hope to see you tomorrow night. Thank you for taking a minute to chat with me. I'm excited to see you at the show.
Sounds good, John. We'll see you there.
Again, Corey from Corey and the Fireflies. All of the details about this event, about the event tonight, and about the pancakes, all of that can be found at facebook.com/sunnyradio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting. Yeah.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. Dan, what do you find interesting on this Free Flag Friday?
Hey, huge shout out to Mark Nelson and the crew over at Maximum Promotions for partnering with us on Free Flag Friday, giving away a beautiful 3-foot by 5-foot flag, the flagpole, the hardware, everything you need to get it done.
Mount it right on the house.
Teresa Barnes, it's yours.
Nice. Congrats.
Fantastic. Teresa will get your certificate in the mail. You run it by Maximum Promotions and redeem that bad boy, and that's all there is to it. What is going on here? My computer is a little glitchy. Well, that's not good. Hang on. I think I can fix it.
You can reboot it.
I can fix
or just
it.
boot it.
I can. This is kind of sitting around in my wheelhouse here because, as you know, my son Luke is planning. He's getting married in September of this year. Waited a long time. I mean, he will be, almost 34.
Nice.
Okay.
When he gets married, and I look back at it, like when I was growing up, it was usually friends in their really early 20s.
Yeah.
Those were the weddings I was in. Those were the
Yeah.
weddings I went to. I think I was 24 when I first got married.
Yeah.
And it's changed so much over the years. I mean, he and Melissa have literally been together, have been a couple for almost a dozen years.
Yeah.
And
That's
they're
cool,
finally getting married.
That's
so I
cool.
tripped over this little report here. Americans are increasingly foregoing or delaying marriage. Huge shift from just a generation ago.
It's almost like they looked at the system and said, what you guys are doing is not working. A lot of people ended up in divorce.
According to this report, over the last 50 years, the marriage rate in the U.S. has dropped by nearly 60%.
Yeah.
Wow.
60%. And couples are waiting, kind of like my son and and his lady. They've been together a long time, and finally, as I can recall, I was speaking to him. It was maybe 4 years ago or so, and I said, "Hey, Melissa, who I really like, she's just cool." I said, "You got any plans for getting married or what?" And he said, "Oh, yeah, I don't really think we want the government involved in this."
I don't think we need the government involved.
Which I thought was a great answer. I went, "Well, that's fair enough," and I
That's
just
a good answer.
kind of moved on. Even as the marriage rate is falling, the institution does still hold value in our country, according to Susan Brown, co-director of the National Center for Family and Marriage Research. So, yeah, far fewer people are doing it. They said they talked to high school seniors, and about 70% said they're still interested in doing it. But holy cow, 30% going, nah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
It's pretty massive.
That's
That
a
is.
lot. That's a lot.
Absolutely.
Well, you guys recently had anniversary. Was that 22?
23.
23.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I tricked her into marrying me, and somehow she still hasn't wised up. So.
well, I think it's a great institution, but it's a whole lot of work.
We had
It
both been
is.
married once before. We both got married very young.
Right.
Heidi was only 6 years old. Okay, maybe not that young. No, we both got married very, very young, and then got divorced very young, and then
Yeah.
got remarried very young.
Yeah, it depends on what choice. I'm single.
Yeah.
That's by choice.
Ladies.
Don't get me wrong.
And
I mean,
John just got rid of SiouxFallsSingles.com, SiouxEmpireSingles.com.
Yeah, a married man running a singles page. That was
know.
hilarious.
Here's the thing. There's still it's still a Facebook group. I just got rid of the domain name because you guys made fun of me so much.
Gee, I don't know why.
So now it's on its
imagine
own.
why.
It's
I
got
don't
its
know
own
why.
thing going. It's living a life. There's 1,000 members in that group, by the way.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Facebook group Sioux Empire Singles. If you want to join it, if
Really?
you're single. Yeah. I made a fake profile of Dan Ferris. I'm trying to meet some ladies for you, Dan. So
Fake can't be any weirder than the reality.
I didn't really make any.
No, I just spend all my spare time sitting around being, ruggedly handsome. It's
Yeah.
what I do.
Yeah, that's good.
That's what I do. But yes, a married man putting together a singles page.
I was
that
trying-
was like the summer I tried to join an Asian gang.
Yeah, well,
It's the same thing. And I was the leader of the gang. Goes, yeah, hey Dan, what? You're not Asian.
but you were trying really hard.
As if I did, and then they just beat the holy hell.
Well, and the reason I set up this group was not for me. It was for friends. I had several single friends.
Yeah.
And then I discovered running a Facebook group like that is not fun.
Especially when you've been married 20 years.
Well, it's terrible. I had all these messages from people. I'm like, what am I doing here? I'm getting out of this. So.
Not in the same wheelhouse. Oh, hey, by the way, post 15 over at the Alliance. It's the pancake deal this Sunday.
Yeah.
So there you go, which is always fantastic.
Yeah, Chris Tanto Pronto is speaking tonight.
Yeah.
And then Corey and the
Love Chris.
Fireflies tomorrow. So it's a busy weekend there.
Things going to be jumping. Hey,
Yeah.
it's Friday. John and Heidi have a prosperous, blessed weekend. I'll catch up with you next week.
Sounds good.
Amen.
It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Friday, March 3rd, 2023. Brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. The market heaved a sigh of relief after Fed President Raphael Bostic said the committee could probably stick with quarter-point interest rate hikes. The news is contrary to a renewed belief the Fed could increase the pace to 50 basis points per meeting. But investors should not be too optimistic. The news does not suggest that inflation has been tamed or the Fed is anywhere near through with raising rates. Regardless of the Fed's next move, the outlook for S&P 500 earnings continues to decline. And that is a weight the market can't bear forever. Sooner or later, the market will give up all hope of earnings growth in 2023, and the market decline will start in earnest. At best, the S&P 500 is range-bound but headed toward the bottom of that range. The following week could be trying for the market with little to sustain the rebound regarding economic data or earnings reports. You can get the inside track at marketbeatminute.com.